Right, I've just finished desoldering this first one down on the schematic as T1 1 Mallard AF117. So let's get the meter on and have a look at this one. So as per usual, we've got collector. Let me just see if I've taken that out the right way around. Yeah, so we've got collector, shield, base and emitter. So what I'm going to do is connect to the shield, and let's get my meter in ohms. Yeah, hopefully you can see that. So as I say, I'm on the ohm scale, auto ranging. So let's go first of all from the base. Let me just get my probes out from under the iPad to the collector. Sorry, shield to collector. So we've definitely got a connection there. That's probably partly assisted by my thumb, but so it's definitely it's a very high resistance, but still we've got 27 mega ohms. Let's try the base. Yeah, got a connection there as well. It's a little bit jumpy because I can't get a good connection on it. And emitter. So yeah, we've got shorts on that one. So what we'll do is we'll give it a zap and put it back in. So okay, welcome back. I'm setting myself up for a bit of zapping now. So what I've done is I've connected the base, emitter and collector to one leg of this electrolytic capacitor. It's a 100 microfarad at 63 volts. I've got the other positive leg just hanging free at the moment. The idea is to charge a capacitor and then just touch the two wires together. That creates a little spark, puts current through it, but hopefully blows the little tin whiskers. I've just got the two. It's a dual channel, a double power supply or dual channel. So I've got 20 volts on each side. And make sure you get these the right way around. I nearly did it the wrong way around then. If you connect these up backwards, they go bang with a hell of a noise. I've done it. Ears were ringing for about half an hour once. So, the idea now is to flip the power supply on. I'm just going to touch that wire. So it did dip slightly there. So hopefully you can see that. So all I've done is touched that wire onto the shield. So I'm just passing current through. So that should have blown off anything in between. Just turn that off. So next thing I've got to do is just, apologies to those that have seen this a dozen times before, it seems to be that I'm messing with these all the time at the moment. It seems to be AF117 hell for me, or 115, 116. So all I've done now is I've just connected the shield now to the other side of the capacitor. And I'm going to go back to my power supply, hook that up, making sure I've got the right way round. Get myself a nice big heavy screwdriver because this is bashing time now. Let's move this forward a fraction. So what we're going to do now is hopefully you can see that. I'm just tapping the can against the desk with the end of the screwdriver, try and get us all the way around if we can. Okay, well, we're back in business with the multimeter. So I've now got the shield wire hooked up to one side. I'm on auto range ohms scale. Currently saying OL. It should stay like that. So first of all, let's go this time to the emitter. Still got a bit of a connection to the emitter, possibly, have we? Or was it me? So we need to just get these leads connected on a little bit better. They're not the best. Yeah, still got a bit of a connection. Let's try the base. Yep, still got a connection there. That one's not looking good. I've zapped it once, so I'll zap it again. Bear with me. Okay, welcome back. So what I've done now is I've re-zapped that one and put the voltage up to 50 volts, 25 per channel, and I've zapped it again. And I've bashed it again, so I'm now connected up to the shield wire. So let's go with the collector. Nothing. Base. Nothing. Emitter. Nothing. Just touch the cam to make sure we're working. Here we are. Okay. Good to go. Okay, welcome back. I've just resoldered that one in here. To clean the board was pretty messy, so I've had to give that a scrub in. So there we are, there's our AF117 back in. Make sure the leads aren't shorting, because for some reason they've covered all the other legs and left the base wire without any sleeving on it. Seems strange, but there you are. Right, so that's transistor number 1 changed. Let's see if that's going to bring it to life or whether it's the other one as well. It will be the other one as well, but let's just have a look just for a laugh. So oh, we have something. There you are. Working. This is just all my various things plugged in at the moment, making a racket. Oh well, something's interfering. Ah, it's probably my multimeter. No, camcorder. Yeah. Oh well, I'm running on battery now. Battery camcorder, that is. That's doing well. Long wave.
The due process that's got to take place. And certain people have to make some very difficult decisions.
Very nice.
Very long time. And unfortunately, some may be genuinely coming back because of these solutions.
Yeah, various things interfere with it. So if I turn the light off.
We can appreciate that some people will be
incarcerated for wrong reasons.
Helen Ball from the police is at the front line of making those decisions.
Some people are very open with us about what they've done and their motivation for travelling.
There we are.
And then
So just the one transistor, TR1.
Some people we know are being untruthful.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the other one out. I've also got a spare, I'm going to put the lights back on now, and the power. I've got a spare AF117 there, which I've taken out of another set, so I'm just going to check that one, and I'm going to pop that one in where the AF127 is. So anyway, bear with me, I'm going to do that. I'm not going to show you the whole process again because you've just seen it, but join me again in a minute, and I'll have both the other transistors done, and we'll see how it works then. So far I've refurbished the two AF 117s, these two. Both been zapped, both had shorts, and I've put in a new AF 117 in place of the AF 127 that was in there. I've also, while I was doing this one, I just popped in another 10 microfarad cap. There's a tiny little thing, but it's actually rated at 50 volts, so amazing. Well, I've been working on this, I've had trouble with this tuning capacitor jamming, and what it is the rubber grommets here have actually perished. You can see the whole tuning mechanism is rubbing. What's happened is when that comes around, it's actually catching on that. See, it's actually binding with that nut there. Just get in a little bit closer if I can. Yeah, so it's just here. So if it's as you can see, it is actually catching with that nut here, stopping it going around. It's crazy, isn't it? So I'm going to need to replace these. They're perished. Look, I mean, it's crispy. Luckily, I've got a load of those, so sorted. I'm just going to change those three. There's three now. As you can see, where are we? So each of those screws on the tuning capacitor, I've got a grommet. Okay, that's the grommets replaced. As you can see, that's the remains of the old grommets that were in the tuning capacitor, and that's one of the ones that I put in. So a bit of a difference. Yeah, these have had it all perished. So that should now mean that the dial pointer is in the right place and it's not going to be rubbing against the scale. The other thing I noticed is somebody at some stage has taken this apart before. The screws, where are we? Can I get you in here? Just about. You've got three screws here that attach the tuning capacitor to the chassis. You've got two long ones and one short one. You must make sure that the short one is in this top position, because that stops the tuning capacitor touching it. I think I didn't actually check before I took it all apart, but I think previously one of these long screws was in there, so obviously that was causing it to bind, but now it's working fine, running all the way around. So that's that problem sorted. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to quickly go through all these capacitors on here, and I've got a few electrolytics in here left still. I've changed one. It was okay, to be fair. It's a 10 microfarad reading 12. I'm going to take these other ones out and check them. These brown ones, these are all in the sort of like audio section. They're pretty renowned for being unreliable. That's these here. There's loads of them in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually only 4, so I'll change those. This one here I'll also check. As I say, I've actually got some of those, so yeah, I'm going to swap these Plessy ones out anyway, and I'm going to check these just to see what readings they are. If they're in any way slightly out of tolerance, they're all being replaced. So join me again after I've done a recap. And welcome back on the Roberts R200. As I say, this one's going to be a little bit more work than I anticipated, to be fair. Only because I've got to strip the chassis out to derust it, which is common with these. I just thought I'd show you where we are to date with it. So what I've done, we had a problem with the tuning capacitor. It was binding part way through. Now I've been through all the fins, fiddling, just pushing little bits to try and stop it shorting, and I was actually looking at this top one here. Sorry, you can't see that very well, can you? Let's move a bit closer to the camera. Let's get you up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, so what I was doing, I was concentrating on this this top one here. Thinking that was because that was actually a bit battered when I first got it, but it's actually the short was on this one down the bottom. So let's have a listen to it. Hopefully that's all done now.
Cooler in the north and west, highs of 10 or 11 Celsius, but up to 30.
So that's working on.
Southeast.
That's long wave.
Rain band sinks a little bit.
Medium wave. You have to excuse the noise, but that's the light. So there you are. I've got it working. As I say, I've replaced that capacitor in there now, which I did have a big blue one just shoehorned in there while I was waiting for a smaller one. So that's done. The other capacitor I've done is on the volume control in here. That one did need doing. That brought the volume up quite nicely, that one. So there we are. I'm now going to strip the chassis right off and give this a bit of a wire brush up and paint it over with some silver paint. Leave that to dry for a couple of days. So this one's out of action until that's finished.